excited to make your acquaintance.
I'm so excited to make yours, and thank you so much for having me. I am like such a huge fan of yours and always have been, so thank you so much.
Oh my goodness, I'm such a fan of yours. And I have to tell you, when I read the way you speak, you're so eloquent. And I've read a lot about how you navigate social media, and you come from a family that we all know, but you even said, I'd rather be boring and private than put my whole life out there. How did you become so wise and know to do that?
Well, thank you. That's really sweet of you to say. I think that, you know, the value of privacy is something that's like been instilled in me from an early age, and something that, you know, growing up in a family like I did was always, you know, something that was, I always learned the importance of privacy and you know, valuing that and keeping things just for yourself. And so that's something that I've carried on into my own career. And that's really important to me.
And you're someone who's out there, you have millions of followers, you're, you know, becoming this huge film star, this, you know, model out there. You're literally the Chanel girl and have been for years, which is so cool because your mom was a Chanel woman.
I know. It's like the best. I think it's all about, you know, I think no part of it is about not enjoying the fun that can come from that, because obviously, like, you know, the main thing is that I'm just so grateful to do something that I love to do. And I really recognize the privilege in waking up and being able to love my job, because I know that that's not true for everybody. And so I'm really grateful for that. And whether that's acting or working with Chanel, you know, these are all things that mean a lot to me. And so I think it's just about balancing that with also wanting to, you know, keep other things private and enjoy other parts of life.
Well, that's what I related to, is because I put myself out there, and yet I'm very protective of my kids, and it can seem sort of schizophrenic and confusing, and nobody's right and nobody's wrong. It's just these choices, and I think you have to have a level of self-awareness and life experience to make those decisions, and I really applaud yours, because you're right, you are having fun with it.
Totally. And there's so much fun to be had, you know, not even just in this job, but just in life. You know, it's good to, you know, find the good in everything. And that puppy on your lap is so cute. I can't stop looking at it. Well, he's breaking my heart.
It's National Adopt a Pet Day, and we have this whole pen of puppies and kitties, and it's just amazing how, like, soothing. You have a bulldog, right? Or a French bulldog?
I do. I have an English bulldog and I have a little cat as well. And they're both not with me today. They're in LA. I'm actually going to see them soon, hopefully. But you've got me extra missing my pets today, for sure.
I will hear. These are all named after Bridgerton characters. Have you watched Bridgerton?
I have not gotten to it yet, but it's really on my list. I really need to.
I must say, Miss Depp, run, don't walk. It's so good. I really, this is Brimsley Bridgerton.
Oh.
Okay.
I love a fancy name on a pet.
I also am really excited to talk to you about Voyagers. I love this director. I really thought that the film Limitless stood out. It's so highly respected, and he is a real visionary, and this film is no exception. So tell me if I'm getting this right, because there are basically people bred and born to not be on Earth and to live in a different atmosphere and be sort of given a lifestyle that will make them act a certain way, but human nature is human nature.
Yes, that feels quite accurate. Basically, they have been born and bred for this mission. They've bred these kids, and then when we meet them again, they're like 16, 17, and they basically discover that they've been taking the blue, which is this kind of sedative basically that's made to make sure that that their hormones aren't kind of like running wild, and that they basically stay on track, and that they stay these kind of little work machines for the mission. And then, you know, once that fact is discovered and, you know, people stop taking it and stuff, things kind of all chaos kind of ensues after that.
I just love this. And you are so compelling and so beautiful and so cool. And I can't wait to see you at the forefront of this really interesting movie.
Thank you so much. Well, that's so sweet, and same to you. You are such a sunny, positive, wonderful energy, and it was so lovely to meet you and speak to you and see your face.
It was so lovely to meet you. Lily-Rose Depp, Voyagers, is in theaters today! And
Yes,
it's so
today.
amazing! Go watch it, think, feel, and get raucous.